used to, you could do it too, but it was just crazy to experience. It's such a different game. No, I feel like this still will be different, obviously, but I don't have the same feeling for it that I did in 1.6.
Wait, what? We're already in, and it was just a straight up A rush.
They're right there planting the bomb. Sui, oh, knife in the pistol round. Takes down Posey. That is amazing. And he's actually risking his teammate's life slightly. If he takes one more step and headshot someone, it's going to be a knife, but it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. The bomb is already planted. They're playing 4 versus 5. mouz, if they win this pistol with a knife on top, oh, they're defusing inside of it. Can anyone stop it? They're still going for it. Oh, mouz win the round. Sui shows up. Knife and a double kill, and they win it.
Just barely triple kill in the round for Sui. What a round for mouz Sports as in-game leader. That's amazing. A terrific start, and that is just going to crush you if you're NIP, man. Just you could not be off to a worse start in a map where you really needed a strong one. Get your feet under you. But yeah, Fozzie, that's no fun. It's just like, oh, great, he's in my head now.
Oh, that's interesting. All right, well, that's the pistol round. Yep. Going the way of mouz.
Nice and bought up. Yeah, so 1-0 lead for mouz Sports. We'll see how they handle this anti-eco.
On young ninjas?
I think they've just gone for the full-out force here. And you can just squeak it. So maybe a raid boss strategy?
He doesn't have any head armor, I think. So I don't know if that matters. He's up against a lot of Galils. It does matter. I don't know if I like this. He's doing some damage here to Sue, but random spray.
The story of Vertigo.
Oh. I don't know what to say anymore. People shooting people through smokes.
Yep, the story of Vertigo. A ramp. I'll shoot here, you'll shoot there. We'll use that to triangulate each other through the smoke like submarines underwater.
Like battleships.
It basically. And eventually we will get a kill through that smoke.
Counter-Strike battleships.
In this case, too. It's like submarines just going at it like, ping.
It makes me want to watch The Hunt for Red October again.
Dude, I just finished the book last night. So good.
I listened to the music, the theme for it. I went so far, I even looked up all the lyrics because they're obviously all in Russian. Like, it's such an incredible
The crazy thing
piece
is
of music.
That's Tom Clancy's first book. I had no idea.
What a knockout.
Yeah, I had no idea that that's what he started his career with. But
yeah,
terrific book. If anybody needs a good read, I mean, that was awesome.
There we go. Here we go, onto the bomb site. AKs or Galils, as the case may be, leading the charge. Manon still picking up a kill. There's another one, an exertion. Finally taking him down. Still got 20 seconds, but the flank is in as well. Fozzie, he needs at least 2 more shots, and he's not going to get it. JDC stays alive. That's a one-on-one.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. The bomb is out there. Does he go and find him, or does he try and go for the wall? Now the bomb plant is definitely out of the question. He's out of time. 2 seconds left. He jumps through, and CCR will take him down. Wow. What a shocking turn of events. Manon, I mean, those 2 kills through the smoke made a big difference.
Oh, unreal. This is the danger of slowing down against the Deagles. You can just get picked off one after another. Clever play around these smokes, and yeah, just shots from Manon through the smoke, catching out one, and then follow up onto exertion. He did his job. And with so little time on the clock left, you have so little room to maneuver if you're mouz Sports. Yep, that's good. Remember, posture check everybody. Make sure the shoulders are back. Give them a little roll real quick.
Well, while we are checking out posture, let's also check out the NIP TeamSpeak.
Jag kan read där alltså. Kan de komma mitt och hålla mig? Jag står uppe på mitten.
Jag kommer mot mitten.
Japp. Kom ut när du kommer.
Jämper ner bara dock.
Ja. Jag har liv blue. Gigla till, se på dem ute.
Ja, kommer igla.
Jag kommer lämna dig.
Kan du bara gå för mig eller?
De boostar B. Jag lämnar tysta.
Eller MB var
tysta. En är close. Kör vi. De går in B, Vi kan chilla, Måla plant. Jag står i smoken där.
Bara Anton med kit.
Då smakar jag
Jag är
plantan.
rädd att det är en mittlurk här alltså. Jag har one nu. Jag kommer måla
default. Genom 50.
höger. Och en höger default. Båda i B. De har deagles på.
Ja,
tror jag. Det var default, ja. Han kan ha backat. Du har smoke sen och kit. Planta till vänster. I vänster hörnet.
Nice try.
Det är lugnt boys. Det är lugnt.
Not really allowing NIP to celebrate that victory for very long, did they?
Not
right
at
back,
all.
knocking them out of the B bomb site.
Deagles, again, mouzeport showing that they can hit some 1-deags as well when they need to. Nice entry onto that B-bomb site. Just, man, and you could see how frustrated he was getting caught off guard by that boost up.
Yeah.
And that was just brilliant work from mouzeports, locking it down. Sepik, I mean, you know, just hanging around trying to be the hero there. And unfortunately, now that really cost him.
Yeah, and he did the best that he could, I feel like. He needs one of them to overstep their mark on the first fake so that he can get that kill. And maybe he didn't get the chance, and at least he made it a little bit expensive, I suppose. There's always that. Now, taking down Exertion, so 4 versus 5. Good start. They need it desperately here on the NIP side, because if mouz get away with this next round as well, it's actually looking very good for them at the moment. They're 3 versus 5. But yeah, if they can win it back, then yeah, they're gonna make life hard on mouz.
How did the bomb die up there?
It's a good question. Maybe like sometimes it falls unreasonably far for no reason.
Yeah, but I guess that means that Sure died and he had the bomb. Did he not realize he had the bomb? Because look how far it is. Holy crap! How do you get that? You're kind of screwed now if you're mouzeports.
Oh, what?
Unless Nip give you a bunch of headshots. I mean.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna go for it, swinging him around the corner. Looking good in terms of the kills. They'll get Shane as well. And there's the round for NIP. So they're just trading back and forth, and no bomb plant either for the mouz side. So pretty good job.
That was weird. That was weird. But, you know, that's kind of what we can expect here. Both of these teams still figuring out how they need to play on LAN. A lot of different variables and quite a bit more pressure. So mouzeports kind of need to just refocus here, slow things down.
Yeah.
That's going to be annoying to deal with if he's going to be aggressive like that on the smoke on ramp. It is a meta within. It's a game within a game on ramp. Just
yeah. Yeah, and it's like ever evolving, you know, exactly where do you put the smokes down to try and go through, do you boost on the other side of it? That is an incredibly exposed position for Rolf. He was never going to get back. Fuzzy goes down to Exertion, back into a 3-on-3. Still advantage, especially in terms of health here for the CT side. You want to be a bit careful here that you don't, again, give up too much money and certainly don't give up the round.
I think he'll be protected. Yeah, other side of yellow. Oh, the timing. Nicely done by ZTR. Keeps his cool. Finds that kill. Torzy had not yet committed, and so he can try and get to B. Problem is, yep, Manon's going to be able to rotate back into position in time for this.
Yep, indeed. Bit of a weird off angle. Nice little, there's a very shallow peak that he could come up with there, but
Cheeky.
yeah, got the job done. So, NIP in the lead. And again, no bomb plant. Not this round, not the last one. Makes a difference.
These have just been messy rounds, though. Like, just very messy rounds from start to finish. And that was a 4-spy coming in from mouz. So with no bomb plant now, pretty much going to be the hard eco coming up for them.
Yeah.
See what they have in store for us if they want to just kind of yeet themselves into mid or something. See if they can find somebody there. But yeah, a little bit of head shaking there from Exertion. I mean, not the perfect start that they were hoping for here, mouzeports. Nip showing that they perhaps read the pick that was coming in here from mouz if given the option that they would go for Vertigo. Because keep in mind, Nip did ban out Dust 2. So left Vertigo in the mix.
Yeah, I mean, that's interesting, isn't it, to think about if they maybe saw it coming, maybe felt a little bit more prepared than maybe mouzeports were expecting to. But still, it's early days. I don't want to get too ahead of myself either. All blocks on that T's side. A bomb plant would be certainly helpful, but they haven't been able to get one in a couple of rounds. Manon doing a fine job. Oh, wow. Quad kill at the end of it. That's not bad at all. And a little bit of smiles and laughs. Not hearing the war cries yet. Retired those for a minute.
Yeah, not quite, not quite. Now they're looking like they're having a bit more fun, though. Which is good to see here for Nip, because if you start having a bit more fun with it, you're going to get a little bit more confident. You're going to play a little bit loose, and you know, success will follow. If you're uptight, it's going to cost you. mouzeports now the ones looking a little bit more serious here. So that was just that easy hard eco. Nicely done here from NIP, but it's also mouzeports trying to force NIP to be honest over here and to keep a couple of bodies on that B site, not just keep cheating it and leaving Manon alone completely. Torzy has found an opening kill, however. It's Fozzy out of the fight. So the op-on-op action. Torzy coming out on top is a big deal here for mouzeports now with the man advantage.
Oh, Sapek is doing good jobs. I mean, he did it in the previous round with the FAMAS. Now he's up there with the AK-47. I mean, that's a special skill to have. If you can consistently meander around the smoke and find kills like that, incredibly annoying for the T side. Let's see if he's going to continue. Manon all in on that one. Falling off the ledge, shooting his gun, and dying. I'm not sure what was going on. I feel like that must have been a mistake, right?
Guess this is as good as mine, Anders.
I feel like he can't have intentionally walked off there. JDC's got up there at CTR. He knows he's got the right angle. That's some heads-up play. Not taking anything for granted. That's really important. 3 versus 3 now at about 40 seconds on the clock. And mouz, if they don't get this round, Young Ninjas are actually going to start to get away from them a little bit. Will be really interesting. Shane walking up. Orb there on Rolf. Got to be careful. Yeah, the smokes are important for that exact reason. 25 seconds. Molotov as well. You can shoot through the box, but the Molotov might have prevented that just for a second. So the bomb at least goes down.
Taking a lot of damage, though.
Yeah.
Shane's got to be careful. Nice flick from Rolf. Shane really getting out ahead of himself there.
Interesting stuff. Torsey back here. He's got the other AWP, but with the smokes up, going to be maybe hard to find someone. Everyone has a kit, but no more nades either on the CT side. Rolf doing it again, and CT out to take down Torsey. That's a nice retake. No fear at all there on the NIP side, and they're going to be really far ahead all of a sudden.
Yeah, they are. 3 players surviving as well. Means that they're building that base of their economy.
Yeah.
And now they can go for a timeout if they want. mousesports trying to slow things up. Deagle half by coming up here for mousesports, and yeah, they're looking a little bit more tame on the side of mousesports now after these rounds have been going against them. And that was, yeah, that it was off of a 2-man advantage for mousesports. So somehow losing this round that's going to sting.
Yeah, a little bit of an upset. And the half buy again, they don't have the full round loss bonus even. Oh,
dude,
wow.
He's so fast. What the?
Yeah, nice. I actually still kind of like the attempt there to try and flash in and take the initiative away from mouz. Obviously, when it backfires like that, you feel a little bit silly, but it doesn't mean the idea necessarily is bad. Manon gonna... Oh, they lined up. They were so dead. They had no chance to react. He's actually pretty quick. Fuzzy taking down Exertion, really point-blank range with that AWP, but still able to make it work. And Sapek is here to take the fight to Suhei as well. So all of a sudden, it is Shane on his own. 1 versus 4. And CT are going down now all of a sudden. Just doesn't even matter at all. It's all good. Oh,
Nicely done.
It's always so wild to me when people get the second bullet headshot. Like, somehow that's even more insane to me.
Man, Nipper just looking better and better here on this map. They're clearly in control now. But that was an eco, so let's see now. Should be a big buy round coming up here for mousesports. Torsey will be able to get that AWP. He bested Fozzy last time in the op duel, just a couple rounds ago. So see if he can come up with the goods again. And yeah, we are going to get a tactical timeout called here by mousesports. I like this. Slow it down before going into the buy. Make sure you got everything and make sure you got a game plan going into this round. Torsey doing a bit of talking right now as well, making you wonder, has he picked up on something he wants to try and take advantage of here in this round? He's got that AWP bot. So, at the same time, Nip is the game within the game, obviously. They're going to be over here trying to think, how are they going to be trying to adjust? What do we need to do to get ahead of this? If Manon can just get them lined up every round, I mean, that would be great.
Yeah, beautiful. I mean... There are a lot of different philosophies, I feel like, still for how to play this. I still think it's really worth exploring on the T side if you can take away some mid control for the CTs, because it does really... It forces them to make a bunch of choices around really both A and B, because once you're in there, they have to worry about that. So I like that mid play. It's not always easy to accomplish, but that's just my personal sort of favorite way to deal with things. Sapek goes down. So, good stuff so far. mouz 4 rounds behind. Gonna have to try and change that. And now they're called a little bit of a freeze. I think they're maybe expecting for the Ninjas to make a play after losing that player, but so far they have not. Still got plenty of time. Fuzzy's back on the AWP. Rolf, he was playing with it earlier, but now he's got the org instead.
Yeah, this is definitely looking like the sit and wait strategy from Nip.
Yeah.
No need to kind of accelerate. Let them come to you, and you have to hit the shots.
Well, also the retake. They have so many nades left on that CT side. So they're... Oh, Rolf. That's unfortunate because, again, I was going to say they had 3 Molotovs and 2 smokes. So that's clearly retake grenades.
Yeah.
Doesn't even matter when they are all dead, I suppose. But, yeah, that's unfortunate. If you're already called to play retake on A, then getting caught even sort of trying to get back from the position just feels really silly, right? Because then you didn't fight for it, and you never got to retake it or anything at all. Just a little bit of a shame. But from mousesport's point of view, this is, if you're going to make it back, doing it like this, so far only losing Sue, that's a pretty good start here. Manon, he saw it coming, is a good read, but he still went down. So good job on Mouse. Step in the right direction.
JDC doing a lot of talking now. Kind of interesting to pay attention to who does more of the chatting on the team. You know, when you come into it, who's trying to contribute, who's one of the guys who kind of just sits and listens in. It seems like Shane is the kind of guy who's here and who is going to be acting on what the other guys are contributing.
Yeah, it's I guess it's like a fine balance, right? Because if you only have the in-game leader doing all of the talking and all of the idea creation, that's a problem. But obviously, if you have everyone talking on top of each other, that's not necessarily that great either. So some kind of a mix in between there. Torsi taking down CTR early on.
That's a big deal.
Dropping Manon as well. Yeah, this is a big deal, and especially with the money that's on NIP, they're just getting absolutely slaughtered. Fuzzy, the only one left so far. 1 health left on Exertion, flashed around the corner. He's trapped, and he's knifed as well. What an insane round.
What is this round?
I have no idea.
They just bullied him. Straight up bullied them. That's amazing. Dude, the graphics look so sick. What is that? Awesome.
Wow. That's... I'm not even really sure what happened this round. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Initial fight there. Torsi hitting some great shots, and then it just... The whole round just blows up. Jump, stabbed him. Second knife kill on this map.
Yeah, both of them from Mousesports as well. Nip...
Both of them from Sue, I think.
You'd think that ninjas would be more knife happy, but I guess not.
Ooh.
Woo.
Nice shot.
What a shot.
I don't know. What kind of knives do they use, ninjas? Is it like a special kind of...
Good question. Aren't they? No, I guess that's more of a samurai thing, right?
Yeah.
So,
Some kind of weird dagger. That's...
Just thinking like Bruce Lee. You know, they got the claw. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that could be it.
That's the kind of thing. You know, they're not really...
I don't know enough about it.
It's a sword fight. You know, they're there to just shank you in the dark.
True. Well, someone better informed will have to tell us eventually. This is looking good. I mean, it's a really good recovery for Mouse. Getting a bit worried there at 6-2, but now it's about to be 6-5, and they've got the money behind them in a big way, actually, on the T side. And NIP not so much so. They're going to be struggling. So, I just have a really quick recovery. Unexpected. But good to see, for sure.
Surprise, surprise. Not quite. Yeah, good recovery. Really solid looking here from Mousesports, and I wonder if they're going to be able to keep this momentum going, or if Nip are going to be able to stabilize here. Because Nip are definitely the ones on the ropes now. This is kind of playing into the meta now, where it feels like teams are able to just kind of string 3-4 rounds together at a time, and they kind of trade back and forth. So it's rare these days to see that tip for tap back and forth, round after round slugfest going on. It feels much more like it's like the tides, you know, shifting in and out, one side to the other. Right now it feels like Mouse are the ones in control. This is a full buy coming in from Young Ninjas. Everything, no dollars saved.
Yeah, lacking some of the nades, which again, if you're playing retake, is a definite issue. And people do like doing that.
Now we're getting the mid presence. Look.
Yeah, like it. Sui goes down. Exertion going to take down CT on that. Look at the problem for Mana. He's like, where am I even going to stand? I don't know if they're coming up behind me. So out in the open, and that's the B bomb side lost.
Just like that, brilliant.
Yeah.
So fast.
Very cool stuff.
Bomb planted with 1:20 on the clock left. That's not often that we see that.
By the way, in terms of doing that A retake on the CT side for NIP, that's something that the main NIP roster with Threat were some of the earliest to do when Vertigo was put into the lineup. They were some of the earliest to have the, you know, like triple nade to blow up the bomb planter, to have the wall of smokes to block off the ramp. Like they had all of that stuff. And you have to assume that that also does spill into the Academy side a little bit, right? So see if they can recover the rest of the guns or save the rest of the guns here, because this is about to be tied up 6-6. Really good stuff. I mean, again, that fast mid push, hard to deal with, even when they had the early kill there in IP. Still wasn't really enough.
That really makes you wonder. All right, tied up 6-6.
Yeah.
You're right, nades. I mean, Threat, that is really Threat's calling card. So good on the tactical side.
Yeah.
Really knows how to get into the nitty-gritty of those sorts of situations. And I mean, large reason why the main NIP roster is doing much these days. He's really been at the head of forming that roster. So cool. But yeah, I mean, obviously it makes sense. Now tied up 6-6. And it looks like we're going to get a little bit more of a calm approach here from Young Ninjas. No aggression on ramp to kick things off. And actually having to go in mid and have a bit of mid presence now that they just got battered in there. See? Setting up with Fozzy and looks like Rolf. Yeah. Helping him out in mid. Curious to see. mousesports are now going to get quite a bit of room to work with here on ramp because nobody's here to challenge them.
Yeah, which again, if you've already made up your mind to play retake A, then losing it is, I bet you're hoping to get a random kill, fall back, play it 4 on 5, try and get that done. Rolf unfortunately goes down, and Shane to get that kill. Torsi on the follow-up on Sapek, and just like that, another bomb plant and probably another almost instant save call here. Exertion does get one. Jumping around, got to be careful. CTR, he's nearly getting sprayed down. I don't know if they, I mean, it's not really worth going for, is it? We're going to go into the 14th round next, so eventually they can't just keep saving here on the NIP side. But I can't really blame them. I mean, they're out of position in terms of trying to control middle. And they, instead of getting the kills that they wanted before they go for the retake, it goes the other way. They lose 2 people, and it just doesn't seem like it's even doable. Probably isn't. Oh. Suek. Not quite able to get it, but they get Manon, and this is still worth it. JDC, does he have the timing for it? No, he didn't want to overextend it. But yeah, take whatever you can away from NIP at this point in time.
Mm-hmm. Make it as expensive as possible. Put maximum pressure on the Swedes. And the Swedes now clearly lost quite a bit of momentum here in this first half of the map. It's been nothing but mousesports so far in the last 5 rounds. 5 rounds in a row, just crushing it. Fully back in control, it feels like. And while at least they can keep saving people, they can keep people alive on the side of NIP, so they can keep having these buy rounds.
Yeah, that is something definitely to look forward to, right? It would be so much worse if they got wiped out every single time. But it's still been, what, like 5 rounds in a row here for mousesports? It's pretty tough. Trades, Manon comes in with a big double kill, but JDC flashed apparently, still able to get the kill, so now it's a 3-on-3. CTR in the middle. And there's so much time, 1 minute and 20 seconds. Mouse, they don't actually have to do anything quickly here. They will lose Suhei. That's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah. It was a ramp, but it's still one of your heavy hitters moving into it, although both of them are doing well, hitting shots. Everybody feels a bit more confident on this map, it looks like, from mousesports. So can they get the bomb planted? Nice incendiaries, trying to create some space. NIP making some noise over here.
Oh, Shane. Do they know? No, they have no idea. Sneaking up, and just like that, 2-on-3 into a 1-on-2. Rolf on his own, he's going to catch the guy planting the bomb. Does actually go down. He didn't get it. He was 1 second off. And now Shane really close. Rolf he probably doesn't want to make the jump around. Surely not. Got to be real careful about that. Shane, he's got the AK. 1 bullet is all he needs, and he gets it as well. Takes him down. 2 versus 3 being won by Mouse, and the yelling has returned.
The pop-off has returned.
Yeah.
And I think NIP's coach's face says it all there. In the tight moment that we had the camera on him, and he did not look pleased at all with the outcome of that round. Another clutch one doesn't go their way. They've been a bit more solid with their rounds, the rounds that they were winning, NIP. Not like Inferno, where it was, felt almost criminal. But here, this time on this map, the clutch goes the way of mousesports. And so now going into the last round of this first half, all out aggression. We haven't seen much of this on ramp. We have not seen this for a bit here. Nip just going to take the fight to him.
And more than the weaponry, that was the flashbang that set that up. No one from mousesports could see anything. They just got wiped out. I mean, it even took a long time with the FAMAS. He was just spraying all of the bullets, but they were blind throughout that entire skirmish. Torsi and Shane left. 2 versus 4. And NIP probably don't need to be on the ramp any longer. It might still work out, but could just probably play it a little bit safer. Shane will go down, and they'll get the last round. So 8-7 at the end of the half. I guess that is still a pretty even scoreline. Hard to say who comes out on top, but I think mouz are going to be pretty excited about making that run back.
Yeah, it would have been disaster for mousesports had they lost it. But I mean, considering this is mousesports' map pick that they should be feeling pretty confident on, they've battered teams on it. I mean, this I think is a result that NIP can be feeling pretty good about themselves. They've managed to actually pick up quite a few rounds on this first half, and they've put themselves in a position to at least be in contention in the second. I mean, they had to fight back themselves a bit, although. Really, that the beginning of that round, a little bit of pressure ended up getting to mousesports, and that ended up costing them in a big way, letting NIP take the lead and forcing them to have to fight it back.
Yeah, I mean, I think NIP again did a fairly credible job of keeping that economy going, maybe for longer than you would have normally seen. So all the time saving some rifles and sort of staying somewhat competitive, probably made a big difference, but I mean, the firepower of mousesports is just really hard to deal with at times. Some of those opening, given Torsi, I think, with the AWP this time around, really impressive opening kills time after time. Second half, it'll be pretty much anybody's game. You see Suhe in the middle. He's got 13 kills, 2 of them knife kills. Why not?
Yeah, 2 of them knife kills. But it's looking like we're going to hear what mousesports have to say in this second half pistol.
Important. Walk from start of con, guys. Don't walk after. They will hear it. Rush. Yeah, you rush, Adam. We all walk from con. Walk.
They step mid, no? I think they step mid.
One guy was like tunnel, like underground.
I don't see A.
Come on, go hold the flash. No, you're not boosting, come on. You're not boosting.
1 A.
A, multiple.
Pushing.
Yeah, close ramp.
I'm holding ramp flash. I'm holding ramp flash. Stay green.
No, we can't
Flash.
come back.
Ivy.
Flashing.
2 more Ivy, guys.
Flashing Ivy.
Headshot. They're coming, I think.
I'm sent back. Guys,
Run,
joking.
Adam. One more.
Push her.
Nice. Last is Ivy. Woo! Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know, but it worked well, guys.
I mean, yeah.
Well, the calls coming out fairly rapidly there. I mean, that was an all-out fight, but unbelievable work coming out there from the side of mouz. That's pretty impressive.
The one thing that, okay, I know it's cool to see them get hype and all that, but you don't want to let it get too far out of hand either. You don't want the highs to be too high, because then the lows can be really low. We've been saying this for a long time, Anders, but there's a reason why teams try and keep it somewhat cool most of the time, even in tense situations, because you want to try and stay steady. You don't want to try and go just have these really crazy emotional swings.
Yeah, I'm sure there are people who are mentally really good at recovering, even if they start losing after having shouted.
Yeah.
But I think most people probably fall on the side of, you can feel the pressure suddenly, like, oh no, what if we lose after I've just been, doing all the screaming. JDC, 1 good kill and another one. Almost could have had that one, I think. But still, this is pretty good. From mouz point of view, finishing the half 8-7, now winning the pistol and sort of following it up here. They are slowly walking away with a little bit of a lead at the moment.
Dude, what an amazing feeling for these guys getting to play on LAN. Fist bumps, everything. I mean, they would have spent so long now just grinding, playing online.
Yeah.
Just online matches, online leagues, relentless, just constant matches. And for them to finally get to sit down here side by side with their teammates, get the fist bumps between the rounds going, that's awesome. Really cool to see. Must be an awesome feeling for him.
It makes you wish we could have 10 times the teams here, because I feel like in terms of like wherever these guys are in their lives and whatever else they're doing, you know, you get a taste of this, you're just gonna want to keep doing it, right? You're gonna come back to back home when you're gonna think, damn, we have to play us, so we have to qualify for more lands, we have to get back, we have to do more things, you know.
And there aren't that many lands to qualify for right now. I mean, everybody's still kind of online.
True, but
I mean, everybody is still online.
Yeah.
Their Blast is going to be played online. EPL's being played online. Everything is still played online. It's weird.
Exertion here, close range. He's got the health for it. They are low on 2 out of 3 players there, so it's possible. Yep, 1 single bullet. CTR on the other side. He's going to be found as well. Double kill for him. And Sapek, that reveals his position, which is really helpful. 1-on-1. A little bit low exertion as well. He's creeping right under. Is he going to be able to catch him? He sees the shadow, and that's enough to get the kill. Triple for him, winning the round just like that. That is actually really well played. Seeing the shadow there just made the whole difference.
Unbelievable, the awareness, yeah. And just back-to-back, well, monster clutches. Back-to-back clutches going mousesports' way. That's so big. That's such a big deal.
At least they got the bomb plant, I suppose, for Ninjas. That's the one thing you have to really think about, but...
I think you go for a half buy here if you're Ninjas, though. Deagle Kevlar, a couple of nades. Take this round in the teeth. Although, I mean, to be fair, both of these teams have shown that they can win Deagle rounds. Both of them are dangerous in the anti-ecos, so it's not totally a wash here for NiP just yet. But they certainly have to be feeling the pressure now. 4 rounds separate them. 11-7 in favor of mouz. And now, well, a little bit of aggression, but nothing too crazy. Getting thrown in here by mouz.
Yeah, they have, I mean, doubling up in middle. Yeah, it's I kind of like the idea that they're playing a little bit like a team here, or at least sort of doubling up. It still doesn't matter. That's an incredible double tap coming out from vozi. But yeah, I was gonna say, don't give them a chance to pick up individual kills. I guess you can't really account for that Tech9 style, but still cool stuff at the end. And mouz turn it around, even losing 1 player there, not really any fear in them. They're going to get the round 12-7. It's starting to become a real serious lead here. 5 rounds. Young Ninjas are going to have to come up with something special right now.
Yeah, can they afford a full buy? Well, Fozzie's got an AWP. Everybody else is pretty well equipped. So now, yeah, that is going to be the question.
Get the run boost to those B stands.
There you go, Anders. That's it. Answer given. See if ZTR read your mind. It doesn't look like it.
No.
But very cool idea here so far.
I mean, that's an incredible risk, isn't it, to try and do that? But it's also very fun when it works.
Yeah, sometimes you got to go for it, though. You know what I mean?
Sue just pushing up,
Mad
creeping in. Ooh, he's got probably had a little bit of a better angle, it seemed like. But CTR, quick to react.
2 health on ZTR.
Yeah. Could get naded. He's fallen all the way back for that reason. I know. I'm not sticking around. There's the nade, but it was Sapek to eat it instead. But it's a nice early. He's early kill 4 on 5. Even if he was low, exertion goes down, so make it a 3 on 5.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just patient from Sapek.
You just wait. Because you know that the pressure is on them to make the play. They have to get the info. They have to try and bring it back to a 4 on 4. They're going to try and push you somewhere. Shane not able to get too much going there. A couple of kills coming in for his teammates. Torzy, however, finds himself in the right place at the right time. Might be able. Oh, there's the shot. Drops the bomb carrier. 1v2. Oh, he has no way of knowing, though.
No, but I love the fact that he's pushing forward like this. That's something that they're probably not expecting. You had actually see Sapek had to do like a little bit of a double take there. So it is really fun to see when people play those positions. I guess counterintuitively. Normally you do like, I've got the orb, I'm going to fall back, I'm hoping for another like gap shot. But very often when you do the opposite, you could just catch people off guard. But not this time. Good round for Young Ninjas. Super important. They needed it.
They really did. And now we're going to get a half buy coming in here from mousesports as well. But mouz are in the lead, so...
By the way, I think they were both so low that if he had just gone for it with the pistol instead of the ult, that probably actually would have been better, but maybe didn't have the info.
Yeah, it's so tough. You know, you're not really sure. You're missing info on where one of those guys is. He didn't see him either. He only saw the bomb carrier dropped him. So this is ZTR. Quick play from ZTR made the difference there. That's for sure.
Scary.
2 health, but, you know, we'll allow it considering a couple of these clutch rounds that mousesports have won.
Sure.
You know, has to swing both ways sometimes.
Got to be balanced in the universe and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Only a 4-round difference. Money is not really there for mouz, so could be you know, shrinking the gap even more here. Got at least 2 deagles, 3 deagles in play, in fact, on the mouz side. Trying to get the boost over. Are they going to be able to sneak in a kill on someone? Jumping up. They almost have it. It's so close. Yep, he sees the top of his head. Really wants him to come back. Still a chance. Shane goes down. Oh, it might have been the moment has come and gone.
Sometimes that's just the way it be.
You're so tense, isn't it? I mean, for the longer they wait here, if ninjas go the other way, maybe not. Maybe it's possible. Sapek, he goes down. The boost works out. Does confirm how many people are there, of course, but whatever.
But whatever, exactly. You still have not lost control of B. And so you're still waiting on info this either way. That's a quick and easy double kill for ZTR, or, you know, ZTR and Rolf splitting it. Hey, whoa. As I almost face plant into the monitor.
Don't do that.
Getting a bit too, getting a bit too interested there, leaning a bit too far over.
So it's a nice size monitor. Been thinking about upgrading myself, something like this, 27 inches. Feel like it's worth it. Ooh, a little bit of a chance maybe, but eventually he's going to be found by a man, and good double kill for him in the round. And Ninja's walking it back, 12-9, down to 3 rounds. Economy is not exploding for them, but it's a step in the right direction. They're working on it.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's certainly getting there. 3 rounds separating them, but not. Whoa, double AWP will be the play here from mousesports. All right, we saw this from them yesterday.
Yeah,
I'm curious to see how Shane's going to put it into play here. Torzy's been very consistent so far, yesterday and today.
Yeah, I've got to agree. And on this particular map, I think it's not a bad way to do it. You can take up these early angles and then get a kill, fall back, and it works, right? If everyone gets or if all players get 1 kill and fall back, that's probably the round already. Sue, Molotov in hand. They're right on the other side. This is so awkward, and it's gonna be them getting the kill. I don't know if they saw him or if they guessed or whatever was happening. Molotov on the Torsy. He's in a lot of trouble himself now, standing inside of it. I'm shocked that he's even allowed to get away. Even that looked like that wasn't going to be possible. Not a good start here for mouz at all.
Yeah, Nip have quite a bit of real estate to work with now. So once again, another molly going behind sandbags. Okay.
I guess they like that.
They didn't have anybody watching to see if anybody ran out of there, and so they have
all ran back in.
So
that's even more dangerous if you Molotov it and then you go away and then someone sneaks in there and you're like, oh, we've already checked. 45 seconds, plenty of time on a map like Vertical. Surgeon, good headshot. If you got the follow-up, that would have been truly amazing. Still a 3-on-3. 40 seconds is still a lot of time on this map, so I don't think Ninjas are really panicked yet. That's a grenade that bounced right into his face. JDC trying to escape the fire. Gonna fall back down into it, but after he was already dead. Double AWP, retake. This is so much money that they throw away if they lose this round. They don't feel it. They don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, you got the double AWP, yeah. I think you just back off and hold on to him, see what you can achieve in the next round. I don't even know if Shane gave away the fact that he has an AWP just yet. Torzy was the one taking shots and getting in the action. So maybe that you can hold on to this this element of surprise. And Nip may be trying to play, thinking, okay, Torzy's shown himself a lot on A site with that AWP. Maybe we hit B fast this round and see what we can do. And then it just so happens that that's where Shane is posted up. So, could be, there's still some options here for mousesports that could be interesting. And IP, however, are 2 rounds away now from closing the gap.
They're running it back slowly, but pretty confidently right now. And the money is starting to build up a little bit on their side too. Which again, when it's I think at the most a 5-round gap, if mousesports are going to be let through and get another couple of rounds, you don't want to instantly have to save. So it's good to see them build a bit of a buffer at the very least. 12-10 as we move into the 23rd round. Manon thinking about it. Flash set up from his teammate. JDC is there to just execute him. He was, I think, his attention was drawn up from a teammate there, so that's interesting. Torsi, he is the right idea. He's going to take down Sapig. 2 opening kills this time for mouz with very limited weapons, but they picked up the AK as well.
Yep, they have that AK on JDC. That's huge. So now, well, we got 3 players towards A right now, although one has rotated mid to take a glance. That's Shuhei just trying to figure out if Nip rotated through. It's looking like Rolf is going to get a chance, and there's another shot coming in from Torsi. He is too good right now. Will not get jiggle peeked either. So good. 3 kills. Well, that was a little unfortunate.
Now, it's always so much fun to see when AWPers can hold their nerve in the face of those jiggles, because you know if you screw that up, you're so dead, right? But yeah, he's ice cold right now. Torsi's playing a really good game. It's cool to see.
Made of stone.
Yeah. 35 seconds. I think Fuzzy needs them to make some pretty drastic mistakes on just a cataclysmic scale for this to not work out in the favor of mousesports. And because they're not playing actively, they're not hunting him, they're not trying to take crazy fights, those mistakes are not presenting themselves at the moment. Bomb plant would still be pretty helpful, but they're going to try and run him down. Look at the bomb plant. I mean, fair play. He's using a 1-on-5, so getting a kill and getting a bomb plant,
yeah,
all right.
Still gets the bomb plant. That's actually a pretty big win, all things considered. 1v3 situation like that, and so they'll get some bonus money, Nip.
Yeah, it all makes a difference, right?
I think that was Exertion doing the shouting, but I was almost convinced it was Fozzy for a second there. Just, you know, hey, yeah, that's right, we got a bomb plant. We got a bomb plant.
Celebrating.
13-10.
Celebrate whatever you can, I guess.
This is what I was talking about, though. Like, the highs are high and the lows are low. If you show a lot of energy, you know, you can it can fade away, and then you just got to dig yourself back up out of that hole again. So now they've had a big, strong round, and it's a question if mousesports can keep it together here if they're on the way back up on that high.
You gotta hope so. They do have a little bit of a bank. It's not great, but JDC, look at this. This is very, very interesting. It seems like Rolf is actually aware that this could be happening, so that's heads up. Don't want to let anyone sneak by, but if he goes down that ladder and walks up behind them, that's the round over.
Now he has access to the ladder. I can throw things out of whack.
Oh, Rolf. The whole time, both towards middle and this time towards that A-ramp. He was watching it. He was ready for it. That is so smart. Well done, Rolf. If they, I mean, again, this isn't even something that mouz have been doing a lot. It's not. It's kind of impressive that he's looking for it, because when it's not been happening all game, you might just forget about it. You might be like, what? Of course they're not going to go aggressive like that. Haven't done it yet, so why would they start now? But not taking anything for granted and coming up with a kill. That's good. Counter Molotov coming out. Might segment them a little bit. Ooh, there's a little bit of a lineup. If you could have got the second kill as well, Sui, that would have been the real deal. But still, it is a 1 versus 3. Shane, I don't know if he can... he doesn't even want to stick around. Thought maybe he'd try and take some shots into the bomb site, but nope. Making his way out.
Shane is just living that B player's life, isn't he?
Yeah. Bored for long stretches of time, and then suddenly, boom.
Yeah.
Everyone's there.
Not a whole lot going on. Just chilling out. Don't mind me. Gonna go ahead and save this AWP real quick. And actually, if he saves this op, it's not too bad. They'll have another buy here, mouz.
They can make it work.
So just have to see if he's going to be able to pull that off or not. Tough for JDC, though. You're right. They were really dialed in on the fact that he could get that push going. Rolf was on top of that 100%.
Yeah, again, I'm kind of impressed that they were checking that hard for it, because that's just easy to forget. It's very easy to do. But well played. Question is, can they keep this rolling? Because it's not like NIP have a lot of money either. So they need to keep it going. 13-11. Looks like this one could go down to the wire. It could be all 30 rounds if we keep going at this rate.
Yeah. Well, it was 16-11 final score on Inferno.
Yeah.
Between Nip and mouz. So it's
Tactical
not done
timeout.
yet. Tactical timeout getting called by mouz. They've shown that they're not. They don't hesitate. That they can throw that out there. So slowing it down a little bit here. They'll get a read on what they want to do. They have a full buy. Very good buy, in fact. Pretty much everything they need. Torsi's got that AWP, which is exactly what we want to see. Maybe Shane's going to get a chance to jump in on some of the action here instead of playing retake servers all day long. Because that is the life of the B player on Vertigo.
Yeah, it can be, certainly. 13-11,
Nice
25th
combo.
round.
Nice glove knife combo. Gotta credit where credit's due, Shane. I'm admiring.
No head armor on Exertion, so the map 10, I mean, if he runs into it, it could be a little bit unfortunate. Nice little lineup there for Shane. But they're running up behind him. Yeah, the map 10 leading the charge. Everyone is blind, jumping and shooting. That's what you do. JDC is there, and he had the lineup, but Manon is definitely accurate as well. Torsi showing up, and it's a 2-on-3, and the help is not looking good for Manon at the moment. So bomb plant could be a bit tricky. He's the one that has it. Lineup. Oh, but a missed opportunity. Torsi, a rare miss for him. Sneaking up behind, though. Manon goes down. Exertion, head armor or not, he's going to get that double kill. Pounding the table. Fist bumps all around. They can taste it now. They're so close, Mousesports.
Man, that was... Again, Torsi missing these shots, though. I know. It's just that, I mean, they win the round. That's what matters. But, man, it's still so tense because there's chances for him to just drop the hammer and just barely missing out. But, yeah, they had that flank, and it all gets locked down. And Nip are pretty quiet on their side of the arena right now. The pressure is on. All or nothing. If they lose this round here, Nip, they are going to be in dire straits economically. They don't have any money to fall back on. They have to find value here. Have to win out.
Torsi actually sticking around in spite of all of the nades. I feel like that's a little bit risky. Molotov's coming out, forcing them in, almost burning CTR alive. One more shot. Is he going to try it again? That's 3 shots. They must have landed all the way around CTR. And he, again, nearly burned alive. Manon does go down. If they lose this round, NIP, they will not have the money to really do much of anything. It is going to be a nightmare. They could end up losing 16-11 just because of not having essentially any weapons to fight with towards the end here, and that would be shocking. Fuzzy hoping for someone to take a peek, flash us out, and he was playing counter flash, so that actually works out in his favor. The flashbang just becomes a signal for him to peek. Bomb is on the ground. Those CTRs drop. Rolf gets one. Fizzy going to be running him down. Torsi now missing a shot. Not get a second one. He is so accurate. They're going to pick up the bomb, though. Run towards the middle. Orb is waiting for them over here. It's on Shane, but he's point blank range. Almost going to have to no-scope them as they come around the corner. Sneaking through. Oh! Sapek. He saw it or he heard him. I'm not sure. Regardless, critical kill coming through. And now, Torsi, this is going to be very tricky. Does have a smoke, but since he's got the AWP, even throwing it is kind of risky. Let's just see. Scoped up. He's thinking about it. It's not like they have money either. Do you want to go for it? It feels like he's just hoping for a mistake here, but time is already run down fairly low. He's not going to get the opportunity, is he? They needed this round so badly, and IP. Ooh, he's walking in last second. He legs him instead. Oh, wow. I don't know. I don't think he would have had time. I feel like...
Does he die?
Even if he got the kill, surely he would have gone down, right?
Don't know.
He had the kit. I mean, man.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I think he was trying to come up with a rat play.
I think he was, yeah. He wanted to run in last second, kill one guy, and just defuse the bomb and hope that the other guy could never make it back, which almost kind of looked doable, man.
I can admire that. Sometimes you just got to go for it. Yeah. That would have been just soul crushing for Nip had that happen. Now, what was this? This was JDC getting caught on that rotation. Tough break for Shane. Just missing. I mean, yeah, that's just a tough one. You're trying to get around that corner fast, but with that AWP, the barrel sticks out a mile. Yeah. You're just going to get spotted.
Everyone's going to be second guessing that. Like, why didn't he just no-scope? Why didn't he just, 10 other things? But if you're in that moment, like, it's, he's so aggressive. Comes back, takes down CTR. They were not expecting that at all. I actually love this. That's the only, I mean, they have that, and Torsi bought that M4 for Exertion, by the way. He had a little bit of money, so they don't have a lot of firepower, but it doesn't matter, I suppose. Onto the bomb side they go. JDC with the deagle. Don't know if he needed to peek that. This is about staying alive and buying time for the AWP and the rifle to get out here. Fuzzy, those smokes in front of him make it very hard for him to put that AWP to use. Oh, and they just pre-fire it. What a great read. Absolutely well played. Fuzzy now on his own, and Sue not gonna knife him this time. Shoot him with the deagle instead. Pedestrians, be careful down there.
Yeah, all the way down.
I think that'd probably kill you if you got hit by a human being from that height.
You would. Yeah, that would be bad news.
Not gonna make that work.
That would be bad news.
It's time for some team speak. We need to get a feel for the temperature here on these teams.
Just brief, use nades, don't give him space.
I will smoke deep ramp for you.
Yeah, smoke deep
And I'm
ramp,
gonna
I will
go
molly
Ivy.
yellow and flash ramp. And I'm
There's only
going
one auto retake B.
sandwich.
I'll come in a bit. It's fine. No, it's fine.
One coming, yeah.
He did smoke B. Oh, he smoked now.
Maybe A dash. Top.
I don't hear anything.
Sorry, I can flash yellow if you want.
No.
I really feel like it's a mid contact.
I'm coming mid.
Yeah, do it. I didn't see mid,
They
but he
can be
could be
sneaking
out
up
towards right side already. Be a bit careful. I still didn't see mid, he could be out right side now.
No one that. No one that
Okay.
side. They burned, I think. I'm not sure.
They can be sneaking second ramp or something.
I leave you, John.
Still didn't see mid? Yeah, sure.
I can smoke you. I can smoke
Yes,
you.
it's doing the same pop.
I smoke.
4, 5. 1 IV, 4 ramp.
Hold them. I mean, hold Ivy.
Pushing up. I have
Pushing
Ivy.
up. They are pushing.
Side. One more side.
Flashing up on 2 sides.
Yes, side.
Oh, fight them.
On my side.
Planting.
He's burning.
Right side. Right side.
Crane IV inside.
Ramp.
They went back. You can
smoke the bomb.
Wait, I smoked him up now.
Forward kit.
Yeah, wait.
Ramp.
Nice try.
Nice try, guys. Nice try.
Fuck, nice try.
Oh, it's close. That was nearly the map right then and there, but NIP find a way through in spite of having nothing to work with in that round. It was very sketchy, but they caught Sue over by the sandbags. He was alone. They had a Molotov for him, and you know, some of the time, right, if you're in that position, if you have a teammate that can smoke you, or even if you have a teammate that can flash you in, so yeah, you're gonna burn down to 30 health, but you can swing and take the fight. But he was so much on his own that didn't even happen. 13 to 15 could very well be overtime here.
Yeah, I mean, hard eco coming up here for mouz. Yeah, no time wasted off for mouz board. Straight into mid, they're just charging. Yeah,
What's happening?
and they did get a kill, but very quick stuff. Like to see it.
Boom.
Yeah, boom. See what you can get out of it. Wasn't much. Fine, fair enough. 15-14, and now you're going to get your buy round.
Even the money now is not that great for mouz. I mean, they have 5,000 on one of them, I think, and they could get something here, but it's not going to be amazing.
That's so tense.
Very much so. And listen, I would love it actually if it was overtime, because that would be the full LAN experience. Suddenly you have to think about the mental reset. There's a lot, especially if you're an in-game leader. It's rough. So
Yeah, there's a lot more work to get done.
yeah, and some great experience to have, right? What does it feel like to play this long? And then if it goes a third map, oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, Exertion. They're boosted up on top. I don't know who's going to see who here. Going to be a kill for Sapek. They've definitely spotted out Sue. Huh. I don't know. It felt like maybe he was going to try and just spam that down, but not interested.
Interesting. When his teammate dies, he doesn't. Oh man, dude, the pressure is on here. I think the NIP now are going to really be able to just slow roll this onto the site.
Yeah, I mean, they've been very successful once they've had the ramp here and everything else. They're going to be a flashbang to set it up for JDC. They're going to go for the swing. Torsi, important kill. Good flick, picking up Manon as well. He wants to keep going. He misses the third shot. And Rolf will come in to kill. JDC for Mars here, very exposed. Just nowhere to hide. He's going to get one of them. That's still pretty good, to be quite honest. It leaves it all up to Shane. 1 versus 2. That smoke, it doesn't matter. CTR will take him down. And we are going to head into overtime. Man. Well done for Ninjas fighting their way back into this one.
Yeah. It's such a crazy thing when it comes to Torsi, though. Like, you know, we've seen these kinds of operators in the past who hit crazy flicks, but then the shots that feel like should be higher percentage, they miss. And I'm getting vibes like that from Torsi. Like, he's hitting these crazy flicks, but like the shots where it's like, okay, he's right there dead on. Somehow those shots are missing.
I know.
And I'm just like, I'm so confused because obviously you can't knock the guy. He just got 2 kills in a clutch situation. I mean, nightmare fuel. But you're still sitting there thinking, but what if he could have just hit that shot that was, you know, that one? Like,
yeah. It feels like with some AWPers, you have to pick, you know, from either column A or B, right? Like either it's all of the easier shots or it's all of the really difficult ones.
You get a bit of the device.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I guess you get a bit of the simple, except that simple can do both. So, I don't know. Not the best example.
I mean, it's even hard to figure out always, you know, what's more valuable, right? Because obviously you notice in your mind the flashy AWPers much more.
Yeah.
But the ones that just sort of stand still and hold an angle and get like a, you know, the consistent kills, that's also super valuable. You just don't have the same emotional impact on you, right? So it's easy to overlook. Let's find out how this is going to go. I don't know. This is a real test. They're getting all the experience they could possibly want here.
Yeah, this is a
Which is
real
amazing.
pressure. Can mouz close it, or will Nip be able to run it back? Force a third map. What would be? Man, was it Mirage? I think. Yeah, Mirage was the last map. mousesports didn't want to pick into Ancient, so we get Mirage as the third map, which would be ridiculous. Would be great between both of these teams. So, you know, not even mad if we get Mirage. Let's see it.
No, and I mean, it's hard to say, right? If you're mouz and you lose overtime now and you got to play Mirage, that's going to be fairly deflating. Man, we could have closed it. Now, and NIP probably feel the reverse, right? They're like, damn, we fought our way back. Now it's our time to really make this work. So,
Shane finally getting a chance to get some action here, not just going into nightmare retakes.
Oh, but he can't escape. That's the issue, right? You're at that corner, and still there's a pretty big presence on this bomb side. I'm not sure if NIP will recognize that. Normally, it could very easily just be one person holding it. This time, it's actually three. They found one of them. Exertion, he's ready. Gonna get that kill. What a trigger discipline coming out. A triple for him. Absolutely amazing. He wanted to go for the quad. That's how confident he is. But that's incredibly hard to play like that. You're gonna feel so tempted to go for that first kill, especially he didn't. Really cool.
Oh, you can tell he's just loving life right now, man.
Yeah.
That is so good. The double, yes. The triple kill, though. Monster.
That's some veteran play, isn't it? Like,
just lets him by, maxes it out. And that is going to be one of those rounds that really drops your stomach through your shoes there. If you that's not good. As far as money is concerned, though, plenty of money, so it's not the end of the world. They'll be able to buy again in the next round as well on Nip's side.
But that's also a bit of a difference, right, for mouz on the CT side, is they were struggling for a lot of money along the way. So the idea of having the money now, especially for something like the Orc here, is obviously huge. And he gets to make the escape. That's been the problem for Shane a lot of the time here, right? He gets a kill and then he just cannot get away. But this time he actually does, so well played.
Yeah, that really sets it up.
Oh, sweet.
The life of the B anchor. Sapek not going to be happy about that.
Should be probably happy that he only took that much damage. I think that was through like half some concrete. Otherwise, he would have been straight dead. 3 versus 5. How do you find your way back? I mean, this is where you want the discipline and that calmness of mousesports from earlier to really lock this round down. Never give them don't give them any early fights. Don't make them have a 3-on-3 all of a sudden, right? If you trade from here on out, set up some good trades, then that's all you need.
Let's see now. They are doubling up. Exertion, his guy's teammate don't want to line up, though. Nicely done. Good spacing there. Spread out. And now Rolf knows that there's 2 players over here. Going to have to figure out a way. And the bomb gets donated. Rolf is now the last man standing. 1v4. This is going to be exceedingly difficult now for him to lock it down.
Inside of the smoke, but they see it coming. Oh, team kill on top, but who cares?
Yeah, that's fine.
2 out of 3 rounds so far going in favor of mousesports in the overtime.
Holding on to AKs as well on that CT side. Always feels good.
It does.
Got everything you need here. AWP on Torzi as well. And they will be able to full buy at 16K money in this overtime. So money issues, not too much of a worry for these teams.
Yeah.
But, you know, more importantly now, I mean, Nip need to get around on the board. It's 2 times now they've just gotten shut down completely, not even really getting in the mix. So let's see, mousesports are going to be the ones that are all fired up now, and mousesports making a little bit of noise in mid. Rolf again, just kind of chilling out here, waiting to see if anybody's going to get frisky. Yeah,
it's kind of a boring job, but someone has to do it, right? You're going to have to make sure that they don't sneak up behind. Sue getting the 1, but instantly taken down by Fuzzy, so that's important. 4 versus 4, and look at the damage on Torsi as well. He's nearly dead. So is Exertion, in fact. So NIP probably coming out a little bit ahead here.
Shane pushing B as well. So you're going to get that flank. He's going to clear it completely. They can now focus on that. Although there is still a presence. JDC has to worry about mid. Not seeing anything just yet, though.
Flash in Torsi. A little bit early. They're not quite there yet. And when you do that kind of a flash, right, it also does, the T side will hear it and they'll call it out, right? Gives them something to work with. High likelihood that it's 2 on the A-bomb side, right? One guy throwing the flash, another guy probably peeking. You hear the footsteps. It's a lot of information to work with. 4 people from NIP, all on that A ramp. 45 seconds. Smoke. Is it going to be timed well? I don't know if it's going to slow them down. I mean, they can also play around it. Torsi had enough of a one-way. Exertion staying close to the bomb site behind it. 30 seconds on the clock. Are they going to realize? They certainly don't. Oh, he's going to go for the spray. He actually hits Rolf as well and takes him down. Just like that. 2 versus 3. But the bomb is being planted. They have the health for it. They do make it out from the bomb plant, which in itself can be a bit tricky on this A-bomb site. JDC thinking about it. Shane walking up from behind. Yeah, they're out in the open. They don't have a lot of coverage right here. The Orc has been spotted. CTI, excellent kill. Manon with a headshot as well. This is looking good for NIP, and they'll get the round in spite of being down a man. Really impressive. First half of overtime is done, and NIP, they get one last say, and I think that's super important.
Bro, that is just one of the most frustrating things when you're on a flank forever, for what feels like forever from B site. Just all the way through the bottom tunnels, you were patient, you didn't rush into any traps, you took your time, you finally get into it, and you miss the shot. So, Shane, that's a painful one. Unfortunate that he's not able to get that flank going on that A retake. And well, there you go. That's bare minimum that had to happen for NIP, getting a round in that first half. Now, at least, it's a bit competitive here.
And his teammates were obviously waiting for. I mean, it's just you're right. You feel bad in a bunch of different ways. You're like, damn, if I could have got that kill, we could have sandwiched the last guy. It would have been fine. Whatever. 16 to 17. mouz Sports need 2. Young Ninjas need 3 to try and take this one away. Double AWP on the Ninja side and double AUG. All the scopes needed.
Just looking for it. Patient stuff so far from mouz. More of what we saw in the first half from them.
Ooh,
counting on Torsi to find an opening kill. Although this is going to be awkward. Yep, easy kill there for ZTR.
That's a pretty deep play. If they could have made that work, it would have been amazing. JDC still could sneak in a kill. Yard's been watched. All right, Manon sends him flying. Not bad, not bad at all. And Exertion is on 4 health for whatever reason. So this is looking like a fresh start in the second half of overtime. I still like the play that Sui was trying to do. I mean, the fact that someone is holding it like that, but he had a friend flash him in. So if everyone is flashed and he's suddenly through the smoke and behind him, I mean, that's worth trying, right? Shane walking up. The timing is pretty good, but Manon's still in that bomb site doing work with the AWP. Finally going to go down. Wall banged. In fact, Molotov is there. So could be a bomb plant, in fact. 2 versus 3. This is awkward. NIP, surely, Semler, they don't give up this round.
Yeah, what do you do now?
I don't know.
We have the flank. We do have the flank. And so they're right now just trying to buy time. They're going to peek them together. Sepik is still in this mix somehow. Sepik, they know that he's here. Torsi's going to find him. Nice shot from Torsi, but he's lost his teammate.
So one-on-one. Smoke goes up, and that's a problem when you have that AWP, but it's a little bit fake. Oh, Rolf, it doesn't matter.
Get out of here.
Oh, you feel like you got robbed if you're Torsi on that one. His level of confidence in running to take the flank out is absolutely amazing, but it won't win them the round. NIP, they managed to recover it. It should have been their round to begin with, but that looked very shaky at some point there. Tied up, 17 to 17.
Cannot believe that. Spray through the smoke, headshot. Dude, that's...
And listen, the problem is, because Torsi has the AWP, he kind of has to he has to sort of move close, right? He can't just stay all the way back and go for like a last-second wild spray. So, yeah.
And he gets one shot.
Yeah, just instantly, right? But he had to stick around and keep be a little bit honest about that.
Well, the pressure's on now.
For sure.
Quick flank through, though. Can Exertion find anything here?
Really fast up there. He's going to be found instead. So will Torsi and yes, Sue. Sapek coming in. He was doing this in regulation too. This aggressive play down the ramp, and it's working out. JDC, but the bomb is dropped on the other side. So even now, if they they get this bomb site. So what? Who cares? Leave him alone. Shane going down. JDC on his own. 1 versus 4 with 2 health and no bomb. And just in every way, no chance of winning this round, really. Jump over the ledge.
Deny them the stat.
Yeah, give it up. Oh, send CTR over the ledge for sure. But yeah, they're all down there on the ramp. Not much he could do.
Run into the flames.
Exactly. Rebirth by fire.
There you go. Well, it is...
You can shoot through these elevator doors, by the way.
Yeah.
With an AWP. Like, you can shoot, like, sort of... So, you can theoretically shoot the Ts as they're running out of spawn. If you just run out. Not saying it's a high chance, but it's doable. 19 seconds.
There we go.
It's going to be found by Fuzzy.
All right, pressure's on now. Now it's on mouse sports. The highs are highs, but Anders, the lows are lows. This is the issue.
The pressure is just... I mean, they're still playing really well. I don't know. It's just... Young Ninjas are also showing up really well at the moment. I think it's made for an exciting game.
Yeah, it's the Ninjas now who get to kind of say, hey, you know, we weren't expecting to get here. Now it's just going on.
Roll with it.
Roll with it, right? Whereas mouse sports, you know, there was a lot of hooting and a hollering. This is usually what we see with teams that really show a lot of hype. Like, don't get me wrong, not against hype every now and again. But if you're popping off every round, it's almost like there's an adrenaline dump at some point. And you just kind of crater. And so you have to get yourself out of that every time. And it feels like right now, mouse sports are kind of in that crater.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think it just comes down to like the chemistry on the team, right? Because I mean, on the other hand, you look at a team like Fnatic where they're just silently stewing. Like there's no, everyone is just like sitting in their chairs, like looking like.
Oh, well, that Fnatic,
you know,
yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's also an issue, right? Like you kind of wish almost that someone would try to like hype them up a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how to walk that line either, but
yeah, but Fnatic won, Anders.
They did, shockingly.
Yeah. So you know, maybe the stewing. It's. I think it's a fine line. It's a fine line. Obviously, you got to cater to the team's personality and all of that. But right now, mouse sports are hoping that they can force a second round of overtime, because otherwise, we're going to do a third map on Mirage.
Absolutely. CTR looking real focused here. They set up. They have the B position. You can make some really incredible B executes from this here. There is a double defense over at the B bomb site and towards middle, third player, so there could be a lot of people here right away. Smoking up to try and put out those Molotovs is a good idea. Oh, and there's the opening. CTR, is he going to find more? It's Mana with a kill and actually make it 2. He's playing right at the edge for the headshot on Shane, and it's looking so good for them right here. Just Suhei left, 1 versus 4. Manem will take him down, a quad kill to put them into the 3rd map on Mirage. Well done on the Young Ninja side.
Indeed, indeed. They kept it together, and ZCR continues to show that he really brings a lot to the table here for this team. It feels like every key time, you know, somebody's trying to push through smoke,